I'm Becky Spearman. I'm the Bladen County Livestock Agent.
And I'm Mahmoud Sharara. I'm an associate professor and extension specialist working in manure management. Part of being compliant as an animal producer or a hog producer in particular is conducting annual sludge surveys. Sludge surveying is required to make sure that you are continuously monitoring the amount of sludge that is building up on the lagoon and making sure that you are remaining in compliance. Anaerobic lagoons are designed to store and treat manure during operations. A critical part of the treatment is to make sure that the treatment volume is free of sludge. And to make sure that the treatment volume is free of sludge is to actually conduct that annual sludge survey. So a critical point as you are monitoring sludge is to ensure that the amount of treatment volume that is free of sludge is compliant with the state regulations.
There are several ways that we can take sludge surveys. One is actually manually getting in the lagoon in a boat and using a secchi disc or some type of harder material to go down to see where the lagoon, the sludge level is in that lagoon, and using a pole to figure out how deep it is to the bottom. Another method is the remote control boat or some type of boat that is out in the lagoon, so there is no one on it. It's automatically out there taking points. A lot of times they'll have a leaf blower and a fish finder on there to take those measurements. A newer method that we're going to show today is the sonar bobber and a rod and reel.
Like any activity around the lagoon, it's important to be aware of your safety, and this safety, especially if you are getting in a boat and entering the lagoon. So it's important to be wearing a life vest. It's also important to make sure that there is personnel available on site that are on the bank that can throw a lifeline or can contact for help to activate a rescue as needed. Also, it's important to make sure that the shoes that you are wearing, especially when you are approaching within the berm of the lagoon, the shoes need to have enough traction to make sure it does not cause any slippage or falling during that activity. It's important when we are surveying for sludge in the lagoon is to actually measure the depth to sludge in several points, enough points to actually get a representative average of the depth of the sludge layer. We have guidelines generally requiring that you do not conduct the survey with less than 8 points in the lagoon, and that can increase depending on the area of the lagoon, not exceeding 24 points for really large lagoons.
So today we're going to demonstrate the rod and reel, using the rod and reel and our sonar bobber. So we use the rod and reel to throw out our sonar bobber, and through a Wi-Fi connection from the sonar bobber to my phone, we can actually see in real time the measurements from the surface liquid all the way to the sludge layer. And that gives us an idea what the depth of the sludge is in that lagoon. So as we're reeling it in, you can see the different measurements, and they're going to change as we go across the lagoon because there's different sections or different heights of our sludge as we go. And then we're going to rotate around the lagoon, making sure that we get a very representative sample throughout the points.
These sludge depth readings that we collected on the lagoon need to be inputted into our forms and used to calculate the volume of sludge in the lagoon at that time point, and compared to the design standard for this particular lagoon and the amount of treatment volume to make the determination of what's the percentage of the treatment volume that is occupied by sludge. As per regulation, there needs to be at least 50% of the treatment volume free completely of sludge.
So another measurement that you have to look at is the depth, the freeboard depth. And this we will compare back to previous lagoon sludge surveys to tell us the depths of the bottom.